Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel and today we are going to discuss about the interview preparation for the front-end developer as well as for the React.js developer. So in both interview you can prepare these questions. So chances of getting selected for the next round or maybe for the that particular role is much better as compared to if you are just preparing normally. So I will show you some question which are mostly important or mostly asked in the lots of interview. So first question is what is React? So basically in this particular question you need to mention about the React. So React is just a front end library which is used for the web development. So this is the specific definition about the React. Then you need to mention React is not full framework because in some cases React is used for this purpose, React is used for that purpose. This way you can give the answer for this particular question. Then next question is the different types of components in React. Different types of components. So look here you need they will ask you question in a different way. I just put it simple way different types of components in React. So basically two types of components is there, functional component and class based component. So before version 16.8 class based component is direct overall developer use class based component, but after that they make some changes, they add some features in React, and from that developer prefer functional component over the class component. And nowadays mostly people use only the functional component, no one is using class based component until and unless your project is too much old. If you are in new development, in that case most of the people use only class based component, okay. But in some cases they will ask you the question explain class based and functional component, or state difference between class based and functional component. So this way they will just twist the question in different angle, but you have to remember that you have to explain in this particular cases class based and functional based component and the purpose of their uses. Then third important question is state and props. So explain state and props in React. So you have to mention specifically for what purpose we use props in React, and props is just a short form for the properties, and you have to mention for what purpose we use properties in the React component, and then state. So basically state is one kind of we say that variable in a component which is used to dynamically change the data inside the component, and props is properties which we are using inside a component itself, or we can use that property outside the component as well, like we are passing props from one component to another. But that is not the case in case of state. We cannot pass a state from one component to another you have to explain this way, okay. Then third important question is explain lifecycle method. So they will ask you about the explanation about the lifecycle method. So basically when we render any component inside React, in that case we get some method called behind the scene. Actually that activity happen inside the browser. If you use browser to React dev extension and all that, you can track that activity. Like once we render that component, then render method get called, component mount method get called, component did update, component did unmount, all these things. So you have to explain this inside this particular question, explain lifecycle methods. Or they maybe ask you, do you know about the life cycles in React or React component? So this way they will ask this question. So you have to explain in this particular format. So it will give more impact on the interview. So you will get a little bit more, we can say, importance for that particular thing. Then they will ask you about the what is JSX in React. So or they will ask you about the do you know about the JSX or explain JSX? So you have to specifically mention JSX. Firstly, say that JSX is the extension of HTML, and we can say that JavaScript XML. Basically, JSX is for, and when we use JSX with React, we are able to use HTML, or we are able to write HTML inside JavaScript with JSX syntax. So remember this sentence. This is the very core sentence for this particular answer. Like if we use JSX, in that case we are able to use HTML inside JavaScript. So this way it will give more focus on this particular topic. So we will get good chances of that getting selected. Okay. Then they will ask you about the question explain me the functional component. So explain functional component. Functional. I will put slash and explain class component as well. React. So why I put this slash and all the and class as well? Because there is two types of component, functional as well as class. So maybe some interviewer ask about the explain functional component, some interviewer ask about the class based component. So basically remember, with functional component before version 16.8 of React, they called functional component as a stateless, because we are not able to manipulate the state inside the functional component. But we, in case of class based component, we are able to do that things. So in class based component, super method is there, render method, all that things. So the structure is different, the purpose is different. Purpose is not different, but structure is little bit different. So remember that they will ask this question in this two way, like either explain functional component as well as explain class based component. Then they will ask you about the like prop drilling in React. So basically, prop drilling is like in React, there is two types of component, class based and functional. In that, again, there is a two, like parent component and child component. Once we are using child component, so suppose for example, I have one child parent component, and inside like and I have four child component. So when I pass the props from the parent component to first child component, but I need to use that in directly on the fourth child component. In that case, what I will do, I will pass that prop from first parent component to the from parent component to first child, then second child, third child, and fourth child. So overall this process is called as prop drilling inside the React. So remember that things. Okay. And then the most important question is they will ask you explain higher order components, higher order component in React. So these 8 question are the most important question which are generally asked in the React interview. If you like the video, just subscribe the channel and share the video, so lots of people will get know about these things, and they will also get some benefits about the this question. And in next video I will try to explain more question, and in after that I will try to put all this question in one video, or maybe I will try to give you answer about this question as well. Now I am just giving the question and a little bit about idea about that particular question, but in next video I will try to explain in depth about that particular. Thank you guys.